Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by Apex Irons from Callaway.
Hey there, I'm George Savarickas with your Golf Central update. Some big news on the LPGA Tour. The tour revealing a major makeover to what was formerly known as the ANA Inspiration, starting with a new title sponsor, that being Chevron. So while the event changes its title to the Chevron Championship next year, starting in 2023, more changes will come. All the details yet to be determined, but the event will move from the Palm Springs area to the Houston area and also move to a later date in the spring. The change also comes with a bigger prize fund for this major, now increasing to $5 million. Our Amy Rogers sat down with the LPGA commissioner.
We're really excited about the announcement. Chevron is a phenomenal partner, and we're very much looking forward to elevating this major championship. You know, it has they were able to offer us things that I think a major championship really needs to have, sort of a really terrific purse for our players, sort of an opportunity to really focus on the player experience, you know, to be able to get some network television, and really to work with a company that's really committed to the LPGA. So I think, you know, ANA was looking for, you know, an opportunity to step back from their sponsorship. Obviously, the pandemic's been challenging, and so we needed to find a replacement, and we fell upon Chevron, and so we really are excited for this next stage and next level of this major championship.
Yeah, some huge perks coming with the change of this championship. Obviously, the increase to the $5 million purse, as you mentioned, and possible network opportunities as well. But the ANA Inspiration just celebrated, you know, its 50th playing this past year and has a long and storied history. So many players dreaming of that opportunity to make that leap into Poppy's Pond. You know, those traditions will certainly be lost with this move. What sort of reaction have you heard from the players about this change?
Yeah, I mean, I think the LPGA is really about, you know, playing for something bigger than yourself. We're here this week here at the Cognizant Founders Cup, which is celebrating those amazing 13 founders. And so there is a lot of nostalgia about all of our traditions. But I think so far what I've heard from the players is that they're really grateful that this major championship will really match the quality of their talent and that will elevate it to the next level. I mean, I think they're ready and willing and happy to celebrate the past and also move forward into the future. So, you know, again, we want to grab onto those moments too, and we want to continue those forward in ways that we can. We have a long list of traditions in different parts of the championship over the, you know, as you said, the 50 plus years, and we'll do that, and we'll honor that tradition and that history. But I think players are, you know, excited about these new sort of elevated experiences that they'll have.
You mentioned some of those traditions and the nostalgia, which is such a huge part of the ANA Inspiration. And you mentioned during the announcement wanting to continue those going forward. How will the LPGA hope to do that? Well,
we're just really in the early stages of that, but we formed a player advisory council, or we will form a player advisory council, which will get their input, most likely have past players, current players, and really talk about ways that we can bring that tradition and history forward. So it's a little early to talk about the specific ideas, but I know that the team has a long list of them, and there's no shortage of creativity and ways that we can do that.
The new dates, as well as the new venue moving away from Mission Hills, will be announced in the coming months per the announcement today. But what are some of the options that are being explored?
Well, I think Chevron's really interested in Houston, and so that's really the first stop. And they have a large employee base there. And one of the things that I've just been really excited about is that they want to use this tournament to elevate so many of their values and so many of the things that they care deeply about, including sort of diving into the community, working on charitable opportunities to change the world through this platform, and I think that's part of what the LPGA wants to do. So I think that's where they're largely looking now, but again, we'll announce that as we figure that out moving forward.
How much were players involved in this decision-making process?
Well, we have a board, you know, and we have player directors on the board, and we talk to them about it. But largely, you know, this is something that the LPGA had to really think long and hard about and look at all the options. And but again, I have had the chance over the last few days to talk to some past players, some current players, and to get their feedback. And again, as I said, I've been really pleased with the response so far.
This is sort of your first big action since coming on board as LPGA commissioner. What were some of the pros and cons you had to weigh in making this difficult decision?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's really a terrific opportunity for the tour, and we're really focused on that overall player experience, giving them the opportunity to live their dreams through golf. And so on the surface, all of the things that this championship does are fantastic for the tour and really matches a lot of our goals. I think, again, is just figuring out how to honor the tradition traditions, because those are important. I think that's the thing. And Mission Hills has been a great partner, and the people who live in that community have embraced the LPGA and have done wonderful things. And so we just need to celebrate that and think about how we can move forward.
The Cognizant Founders Cup is one of those events on the LPGA Tour schedule that does recognize a lot of those traditions and some of the incredible women as well as the founders that were involved in the creation of the LPGA. How are they being recognized here this week?
Well, I mean, Shirley Spork, one of the 13 original founders, is here. She arrived last night. I called her as she landed, and we had a wonderful conversation. She was doing 10 things, and so we ended up talking again, and then we talked this morning. And, you know, she's just so excited. I got a chance to spend a lot of time with her at the Solheim Cup, and she knows the history of the LPGA like no one else. I mean, I actually wrote my senior thesis in college on the history of the LPGA leading to it, but to see her in real time, again, it was a little bit of a pinch me moment when I met her, but then also to become pals with her. So this morning she was actually giving me some golf lessons on the phone. She was telling me I needed to, you know, sort of have looser hands as I was chipping, and unbelievable. I mean, her memory is remarkable. Her kind of love for the LPGA is terrific. So we're obviously, she's here. We have some of our pioneers here. We just have a number of people here to celebrate. We've got a museum going. Actually, Shirley's at the USGA right now doing an interview. So this is just an opportunity for us to celebrate this remarkable organization that's really, you know, 71 years of a women-led, women-focused professional sports organization is pretty unique.
The Cognizant Founders Cup is celebrating a 10th anniversary this year. It's a remarkable evolution for this event that started out with no purse at all and now offers a $3 million purse, the biggest of the regular season events behind just, you know, CME Group Tour Championship and the major championships. How do you see this event continuing to evolve in the future?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I first of all, we're so grateful for Cognizant for jumping in and being our sponsor. I'm thrilled to be here in New Jersey, obviously, and where I've lived for a long time. And you know, I just think that we have the opportunity to craft this event, you know, sort of with our partner Cognizant, and that's really fun to do. It's an event that we, the LPGA, run, similar to the Solheim Cup. So our staff is really engaged around it. We invite people that have been a big part of our history, and we get to just celebrate for a week. So I'm here the whole week, and I know our players are super excited for this. And as you said, it started as an event, Mike Wan's idea. You know, let's go and celebrate. We talk about acting like a founder all the time. Let's have a tournament that really celebrates this remarkable history.
When we last spoke in August, you outlined a 100-day plan for yourself as you took the helm as commissioner of the LPGA to get to know the organization. Where are you now in that process?
Yeah, I mean, the first phase was really listening, and that will continue. I mean, I think to be a great leader, you have to be able to listen all the time, not just when you first start. So that's been really exciting for me. I mean, I've had the opportunity to talk to people at all parts of the LPGA, and a lot of themes have started to emerge on things that we really need to focus on. And I think one of the things, obviously the tournament schedule, we made some big advancements there this morning with this announcement, this event going to $3 million, as you said, this purse. And those are all things that I think we just need to keep working and keep seeing how we can provide the best schedule possible for our players. The other part of that is what is their overall experience on the tour. And I've been talking to a lot of players and hearing some great ideas from them. You know, they live the experience. They're very positive. They're very grateful. But they have good ideas on ways that we can continue to create an environment that allows them to reach their peak performance and continue to show the world how amazing they are at their craft.